and welcome to a demonstration of the most exciting new organ in the Conn organ line, the Starflite model. Though the Starflite is a popularly priced model, it incorporates all the automatic easy play features that have made Conn organs famous, including Conn's exclusive show chord. The Starflite is proof that almost anyone can be playing real music from the very first day, and almost every family can afford to own a Starflite. So let's get acquainted with this newest member of the Conn organ family. A Starflite organ is much more than a single musical instrument. Instead, the Starflite creates a complete sound, just as in an orchestra or band, made up of many different musical parts all playing together. Let's demonstrate that. First, select a rhythm. Let's start with Dixieland. Now we press the control marked OFC for one-finger chords, and then press a C note on the lower keyboard. With just one finger, you're playing an entire C chord, and that chord is strumming right along with the rhythm. Take your finger off the key, and the chord stops, of course. But we can change that. Just turn on the tab marked Memory. Press the same C note, then take your finger off the key. There's no change in sound because the Starflite's memory is continuing to play the C chord for you, and it will continue to do so until memory is turned off, or until you change the chord simply by pressing a different key. But why stop there? Let's construct that whole band we were talking about. Since the Dixieland rhythm is playing, let's make it a Dixieland band. We need a couple of talented background musicians, so we turn on the tab marked Phantom Bass. And suddenly a bass player has joined the group. Listen to the pattern he plays. Now, just for the fun of it, let's change the rhythm for a moment and hear what happens to the phantom bass. Conn's phantom bass plays a different appropriate pattern for each rhythm you choose. Now, let's put the rhythm back to Dixieland and complete our combo. We'll press the tab marked Extra Player. And suddenly a pianist has joined the group, playing right along with the rest of the musicians. Again, let's change the rhythm and hear what happens to the piano. The extra player changes the way he plays to match any of the 10 rhythms on the Starflite. Change the rhythm back to Dixieland, and if you want, go on out for a cup of coffee. The combo will go right on playing, thanks to the Starflite's memory feature. To play the lower keyboard using one-finger chord and memory, all you have to do is press the appropriate key to change the chord. It's not even necessary to hold the key down. Memory does that for you. And that's how easy it is to play the new Conn Starflite organ. But of course we also need a melody, so in the upper keyboard tab section we'll turn on the clarinet voice. This is a Dixieland combo after all, and play a one-finger melody. With only 2 fingers, we've just played a whole combo of musicians. With Conn's many easy play features, all the talented musicians play right along, perfectly, picking the right notes and patterns to accompany the selection. By simply setting the rhythm, you determine how the phantom bass and extra player will perform. With one-finger chord and memory, you control all this musical activity with just the touch of one finger. Now, let's take a look at the exciting array of upper keyboard voices to be found on the Conn Starflite. The first is one of our newest features, an automatic Hawaiian guitar. Whenever you add a melody note, the Hawaiian guitar feature will automatically bend the note for that authentic Hawaiian sound. Of course, a Hawaiian guitarist doesn't bend every note. He plays more like this. Whether a note bends is determined by whether you lift your finger from one note before pressing the next. That's all there is to playing this exciting new Starflite feature, the automatic Hawaiian guitar. Flutes and piccolos have been familiar organ voices for many years, but there was a problem. They usually sounded more like organ voices than like flutes and piccolos. With the Starflite, Conn organ has developed a wholly new sound for these voices, and you'll find that sound simply by pressing the tab marked Orchestral Flutes. There you have the realistic flute sound you never found on an organ before. Of course, the organ flute sound is a very popular one. The Starflite has that voice too. In fact, there are 5 organ flutes. Simply press any combination of tabs marked organ flutes and add the jazz percuss for that electric jazz organ sound. Now, leave organ flutes on and add tremolo. The tremolo feature of the Starflite, by the way, is achieved in a wholly new way through electronics. Now we'll listen to the new piano voice on the Starflite. We'll press the tab marked piano and play. Another Starflite voice is the popular sound of the accordion, and it's yours with the touch of the accordion tab. Still another voice of the Starflite is Vibraharp. Let's explore a brand new feature to be found on the Starflite. It's called Melody Chord, and the control is found with the upper keyboard voices. Press that tab and a one-note melody becomes much more. With Melody Chord, every single note you play on the upper keyboard becomes a chord, as the Starflite automatically adds in the complementary notes. Listen to this, and remember that the melody is being played with just one finger. Let's listen to a few of the other voices on the Starflite, such as harpsichord, clarinet, oboe, and banjo. The repeating feature of the banjo voice provides the realistic sound of a strumming banjo player automatically. And while we're in the upper keyboard voices, let's listen to the violins tune-up. And there are other upper keyboard solo voices as well. They're all available at the touch of a finger with the help of the new Conn organ Starflite. Now let's look at the lower keyboard voices. We'll press the tab marked horn. Imagine you're in the English countryside. You can almost hear the hounds. Another distinctive lower keyboard voice on the Starflite is cello. And the Starflite features organ flute voices at 8 and 4 foot pitches on the lower keyboard as well. And there's another important Conn exclusive to be found on the Starflite, Chord. Chord is Conn's automatic music teacher. When Chord is on, the invisible panel on the lower keyboard lights up whenever a pedal is pressed. The lights of Chord show which keys should be played to play the chord indicated. In no time at all, you'll play the lower keyboard like a pro with the help of Chord. Chord is an audio-visual teaching device, and when Chord is turned off, it disappears completely, leaving nothing to mar the appearance of the organ. Conn Organ's exclusive Chord. You'll always be glad it's there. But all these many features and voices would be only so much gimmickry if the sound weren't right. And on the Conn Organ Starflite, the sound is right, thanks to painstaking research that results in rich, authentic tone throughout the entire 44-note range of both keyboards. There you have it. The excitingly new Conn Organ Starflite model. Never before have so many authentic voices and automatic features been included in a popularly priced organ. Never before has it been possible for even a person of no musical background to play so professionally, almost from the very first day. And of course, as with all Conn organs, the many easy play features can be turned off as the player grows in skill and accomplishment. Or they can be left on to provide even greater musical enrichment to the sound of the organ. You see, the Conn Starflite isn't really an organ at all. It's an entire orchestra just waiting to play along with you. Perhaps now you see why we believe the new Conn Organ Starflite is the bright new star on the musical horizon.